सहज सुनो मेरे प्यारे भगवान भगवान हो। अल्लाह कहे, कोई तुम्हें ईश्वर कहे, साचे मन से जो भी पुकारे हो एक तुम्ही उसके सहारे भगवान भगवान हो।
Sai Ram, dear listeners, live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Kulwant Hall at Prashanti Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
प्रमदितव्यम् कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यम् भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रिया देयम् ह्रिया देयम् भिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः संवर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः संवर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Revered Founder Chancellor Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I have the honor to pray to you to declare the convocation open.
I declare convocation open.
Om Sri Sai Ram. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tannah Sarva Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Most revered Founder Chancellor Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I seek your divine blessings to offer the 34th Convocation report of your institute. Revered Chancellor Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, Chief Guest of the Day Professor Kenji Uchino, Professor of Electrical Engineering and Director, International Center for Actuators and Transducers, Materials Research Institute, the Pennsylvania State University, United States of America. Distinguished academicians, delegates, and industries from Japan, members of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, members of the Institute Trust, members of the Board of Management, members of the Academic Council of the Institute, former Vice Chancellors, Registrar, and Controller of Examinations of our Institute, Director, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, special invitees, and other distinguished guests, deans and directors of our institute, teaching and non-teaching staff, graduates and students of our institute, parents and guardians, friends from the press and media, and Sai brothers and sisters. On this auspicious occasion of the 34th Convocation of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, I feel greatly humbled and privileged to extend the most cordial welcome to all of you. Indeed, I am honored to introduce our Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, the former Chief Justice of our country. Justice Venkatachalaya graduated from the University of Mysore, obtaining BSc and LLB degrees. He started general practice at the bar in 1951. He was appointed a judge of Karnataka High Court in 1975 and was elevated as judge of Supreme Court of India in 1987. Justice Venkatachalaya assumed charge as the 25th Chief Justice of our nation in 1993. His elevation to the highest seat of judiciary brought dignity to the chair of Chief Justice of our country. After demitting the office of Chief Justice, he took over as chairperson of National Human Rights Commission for a term from 1996 to 1998. In 2000, he was requested to chair the National Commission to review the working of Constitution, the rarest of rare honors. Several universities have conferred honorary doctorates in recognition of his preeminence in the judicial system of our country. The nation has honored him by conferring Padma Vibhushan. Justice Venkatachalaya is an erudite scholar, and in his judgments and speeches, he quotes with ease relevant parts from scriptures, Upanishads, and scholarly works, as well as from the latest reports in science and technology and economics. Honorable Justice Venkatachalaya is an epitome of simplicity and humility. He is the most sought after for advice and guidance even today. With his vast experience in public life and love for Bhagavan and his mission, I am sure this institute and I personally will benefit from his advice and guidance in the years to come. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. It is with immense pleasure I extend a hearty welcome to the chief guest of the day, Professor Kenji Uchino, one of the eminent scientists of the world. He is the pioneer in translating functional materials to piezoelectric actuators, and his name is synonymous with multifunctional devices. He is the founding director of International Center for Actuators and Transducers and professor of electrical engineering and material science and engineering at the Pennsylvania State University, USA. He was associate director at the US Office of Naval Research from 2010 to 2014. He was also the founder and senior vice president of Micromechatronics Incorporation. After obtaining PhD degree from Tokyo Institute of Technology, Japan, he became an assistant professor in 1976 at Physical Electronics Department of the same university. In 1985, he joined Sophia University, Japan, as an associate professor in the Department of Physics. He moved out to the Penn State University in the year 1991. He was also associated with the Space Shuttle Utilizing Committee in Japan from 1986 to 1988. He was the vice president of NF Electronic Instruments, USA, from 1992 to 1994. He was the founding chair of Smart Actuators and Sensors Committee, Japan Technology Transfer Association, sponsored by Japanese Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry from 1987 to 2014. He has been a long-term chair of International Conference on New Actuators. He was the associate editor of the Journal of Advanced Performance Materials, Journal of Intelligent Material Systems and Structures, and Japanese Journal of Applied Physics. Professor Uchino also served as administrative committee member of IEEE, Ultrasonics, Ferroelectrics and Frequency Control, and as secretary of American Ceramic Society, Electronics Division from 2002 to 2003. Professor Uchino's research interests are in solid-state physics, especially in ferroelectrics and piezoelectrics, including basic research, theory, materials, device designing and fabrication processes, as well as development of solid-state actuators and sensors for precision positioners, micro-robotics, ultrasonic motors, smart structures, piezoelectric transformers, and energy harvesting. Professor Kenji Uchino is the inventor of photostrictive phenomenon, shape memory ceramics, magnetoelectric composite sensors, transient response control scheme of piezoelectric actuators, micro ultrasonic motors, multi-layer disc piezoelectric transformers, and many more. Professor Uchino has authored 600 seminal papers, 68 books, and 31 patents in the ceramic actuators area, leading to an average H-index of 59. The total citation number is 20,000, and the annual average citation number is 421, which is very high on any scale and measure. Professor Kenji has received many prestigious awards and fellowships. Best Paper Award from Japanese Society of Oil and Air Pressure Control, Fellow of American Ceramic Society since 1997, a Fellow of IEEE since 2012, and is also a recipient of IEEE UFFC Ferroelectrics Recognition Award, Inventor Award from Center for Energy Harvesting, Materials and Systems, Premier Research Award from the Penn State Engineering Alumni Society, the Japanese Society of Applied Electromagnetics and Mechanics Award for Outstanding Academic Book, Society of Photo-Optical Instrumentation Engineers Smart Product Implementation Award, R&D 100 Award, American Society of Mechanical Engineers Adapt to Structures Prize, Outstanding Research Award from Penn State Engineering Society, Academic Scholarship from Nissan Motors Scientific Foundation, Best Movie Memorial Award at Japan Scientific Movie Festival, and Professor Uchino is also one of the founding members of Worldwide University Network, which encourages linking between the UK and US multiple universities since 2001. Indeed, we are indebted to Professor Kenji Uchino for readily accepting our invitation to be the chief guest and to deliver the convocation address. I once again extend a warm welcome to you, Professor Kenji. We are indeed equally delighted to welcome the dignitaries and representatives from Japan who have spared their valuable time to be with us on this auspicious occasion. As you all know, this solemn ceremony precedes by some hours the celebration of the incarnation of the Supreme in human form in this very same place. We are all blessed to be born on this soil, and with Bhagavan's blessings and on behalf of the entire Institute fraternity, I would like to take this opportunity to express my hearty congratulations to our graduates on their accomplishments. This is indeed a proud moment for all of us here. As you are aware, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning was founded by Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba on 22nd November 1981 as an autonomous body accredited to and recognized by the Government of India and the University Grants Commission as a deemed to be university. The inception and extraordinary progress of our institute are very closely entwined with the vision of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, which was not confined to a narrow spectrum of tertiary learning. Bhagavan envisaged Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning as an institute of higher learning, inculcating ethical, moral, and spiritual values which would transcend all linguistic, national, and racial barriers. Bhagavan developed his university as a university of national character in full spirit. He said, I quote, "Good teachers plus good students is equal to a great nation," I unquote. Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba's education system integrates scientific, technological, and professional knowledge with the quintessence of all religions with the 5 human values, Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, and Ahimsa. Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba's foregrounding of human values as a prerequisite of education at any level is nothing short of a spiritual revolution in an era of chaos and turmoil in the world. Bhagavan Baba believed that education plays a key role in shaping the lives of young men and women who contribute to the progress of their nation. Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning has in its more than 3 decades of existence successfully demonstrated how values-based integral education can produce graduates and postgraduates not only with high academic caliber but also with high ethical and moral values. Our students are an epitome of humility, selflessness, and love for humanity. Sri Sathya Sai model of education is of paramount importance in today's fast-moving world. We realize that an ideal education system is the one that fulfills the aspirations of young minds in all dimensions. Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning is unique in the entire country, the only institute that imparts free, high-quality education to all its pupils, not just Sai University, but all Sathya Sai educational institutions from kindergarten to post-graduation and beyond. This is perhaps unparalleled anywhere in the world. Over these 34 years, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning has branched out and developed into a multi-campus institution with several specialized courses in varied disciplines. We have 4 campuses spread over 2 states, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. In Andhra Pradesh, we have the Anantapur campus, established way back in 1968 exclusively for girls. It is significant that the very first tertiary educational institution established by Bhagwan Baba was for women. The second campus in Andhra Pradesh is located over here in Prashanthi Nilayam. This is the main campus of our institute. In Karnataka, we have 2 campuses. In Karnataka, we have 2 campuses for boys, the Brindavan campus and another campus in Muddinhalli. Bhagwan's Institute comprises rigorous interdisciplinary academic programs in addition to the full-fledged departments with their ancillaries. The institute has been making its mark at both the national and international levels in a number of frontier areas of science and technology, management, as well as social sciences. Since its inception, the emphasis has been on teaching and systematic integration of values into the curriculum. Swami's Institute has established itself as a good teaching institute. This reputation is confirmed by ready recruitment of our students in reputed organizations the world over. Bhagwan Baba emphasizes on the need for his students to live a life based on purity of heart, love and compassion for the entire mankind. Indeed, this is what the institute is infusing in our students so that they plunge into service of the society and become exemplary citizens of this great country, Bharat. All of us in this institute are ever motivated by Bhagwan Baba's mission to contribute to society through pursuit of values-based free education and need-based and socially relevant research. In order to accomplish this, we admit students with high levels of intellectual potential, irrespective of class, caste, or religion, and it gives me great pleasure to state that our talented academic and non-academic staff perpetually support our students through their entire academic journey, and the services extended are unparalleled. It is with this background of the institute, I take this opportunity to highlight some of the important developments during the last 1 year. At the beginning of 2015, roughly 2 months into my term as Vice Chancellor, in consultation with the directors of campuses, faculty deans, and heads of departments, we set in motion a tangible planning process aimed at identifying and establishing the priorities that would enable us to make wise choices for effective use of available resources in the years to come. This has resulted in consolidation of certain academic programs, making them uniform across all the campuses of our institute. This facilitates greater and easier movement of faculty from one campus to another, which in turn benefits the students immensely. Interdisciplinary research is an essential driver for innovation. It brings together different minds across various disciplines and emerging areas to converge and work together to make an impact on any program. To begin with, this interdisciplinary thinking has culminated in a new course at the postgraduate level in material science. It would help cater to the requirement pool of material scientists and technologists for a variety of industries and R&D organizations. Our Sai Institute continues to invest in providing the best possible infrastructural facilities for its students and faculty. Bhagavan believes that successful academic growth of any university could be sustained only when research and teaching are fused together seamlessly, and that one without the other is incomplete. Bhagavan Baba's emphasis on need-based research and development would take a significant step further with an upcoming Sri Sathya Sai Center for Advanced Research. It is expected to meet the aspirations of both the faculty and students, cutting across various disciplines. With the kind support of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, we are now in the process of acquiring the state-of-the-art equipment to facilitate need-based research in the areas of material science, physics, chemistry, biosciences, food sciences, mathematics, management, and humanities. Sri Sathya Sai Center for Advanced Research is scheduled to be operational in all its dimensions and directions early next year. The research efforts are being directed to establish more synergy between the institute and user industries and medical institutions. We are extremely fortunate to have a top-ranked Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences in the vicinity. The ongoing collaborative work pertaining to multiple research projects between the institute and the Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences is extremely encouraging and promising. Thanks to Dr. Voleti Chaudhary and his ever-active team. Unlike conventional universities in our country, the research programs that we in Bhagwan's Institute launch are inspired by the prevalent socio-economic conditions in the country with specific focus on regions around Swami's divine abode. The outcomes of need-based translational research are expected to improve, to begin with the living conditions of countless underprivileged people in and around this region. Towards this end, our PhD program in various disciplines has been tuned and made more vibrant and attractive without compromising on quality. The outreach program of Sri Sathya Sai Center for Advanced Research would be through what is known as ASRA, Applications of Science to Rural Areas. The emphasis is also on how to transform a variety of natural resources that are available in the vicinity for better and effective use by the people. Towards these goals, the faculty at our institute are currently conducting significant research with the available modest facilities. The research output at the institute has seen a remarkable rise in the last couple of years. A good example of how the research at Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning makes a difference is reflected in the launch of new research collaborations in the sciences between the university and external institutions that include the Food and Drug Administration, USA, in areas such as rapid detection of endemic diseases, diabetic retinopathy, development of a cost-effective multimodal microscope, regenerative medicines, and tissue engineering. Funding received for research from various government agencies like DRDO, ISRO, DAE, DST, DBT, BRNS, and UGC is testimony to the rise in the quality of research at our institute. One of the best ways to measure and access academically is to subject ourselves to periodic critical scrutiny by unbiased co-academicians and researchers. The first step one should take in this direction is to share one's work and findings with the concerned community in the rest of the world. As a part of this exercise, I am indeed very proud to say that our faculty and research scholars have published 120 research articles and more than 130 conference papers in national and international journals of high repute during the academic year, reflecting their great perseverance towards achieving the goals set by our beloved Swami. Our admissions policy very much reflects the quality and academic standards that we maintain. The student strength has steadily increased over the last 5 years. The student-teacher ratio has also improved from 10:1 to 8:1. We also keep adding to the talent pool of our faculty every year. A total of 15 new faculty members have been appointed during this academic year. In addition, every year we invite eminent guest speakers from all over the globe for the benefit of our student community. I am proud to state that a large number of our students were successful with flying colors, obtaining first few top ranks in national level examinations such as GATE, JUST, CSR, UEC NET, etc. I am also happy to report that there has been all-round progress in curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. I fail in my duty if I do not acknowledge the active, effective, and kind support being extended by Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust to the Institute administration. On the eve of this 90th birthday, we humbly seek Bhagavan's blessings to continue to enjoy his support for demonstrating sustained progress towards the intended goals as envisioned by Bhagavan. Before I conclude, I would like to once again congratulate our graduates who carry the flag of a unique institute. I hope you will support your institute in multiple ways and make it proud through your intellectual, social, ethical, and moral contributions in all your endeavors. It is with great pleasure I once again extend a warm welcome to all those assembled over here. Jai Sai Ram.
The candidates for the various degrees may now rise to be presented to the Honorable Chancellor. Honorable Chancellor Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, with the blessings of the revered founder Chancellor Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I beg to present to you the candidates named in the lists for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts Honours, Bachelor of Science Honours, Bachelor of Home Science, Bachelor of Commerce Honours, Bachelor of Business Management, Bachelor of Education, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Financial Management, Master of Business Administration, Master of Technology, Master of Education, Master of Philosophy, and Doctor of Philosophy. They have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, I admit the candidates named in the list to the said degrees.
I now request the respected Vice Chancellor to administer the convocation pledge to the candidates.
I hereby solemnly declare and promise that if admitted to the degree for which I have been duly recommended, I will, in my daily life and conversation, and in thought, word, and deed, conduct myself as befits a member of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. That I will, to the utmost of my capacity and opportunity, support the cause of sound learning, humanity, morality, and spirituality, and that as far as lies in me, I shall uphold and advance the social and indeed all-round welfare of my countrymen and fellow men.
The candidates may resume their seats. I now request the Honorable Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, to kindly give away the gold medals that have been blessed by Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. We commence with the Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medals. The Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is instituted at the behest of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, revered founder chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. This prestigious award is given to a student of each of the 4 campuses of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning for his or her consistent exemplary conduct and behavior in respect of duty, devotion, and discipline, highly commendable achievement in the system of integral education of the Institute, excellent performance in academics, and admirable participation in co-curricular items including sports, dramatics, music, self-reliance, and spiritual activities. The Shri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Shri Sai Satyanarayana V, final year MBA Finance from the Prashanthi Nilayam campus. Shri Sai Satyanarayana V hails from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. Apart from being outstanding in his academic performance, he was the captain of Shanti House that won the House Championship in the course of his undergraduate studies. Currently, he is the cultural coordinator of Sathya House. He has won several prizes in sports events like volleyball, basketball, high jump, orchestra, debate, English elocution, and Vedam chanting. He won the gold medal for his BSc Honours in Economics program and has also qualified in the National Eligibility Test, the UGC NET, for lecturership. The Shri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Shri Seemesh Bhaskar, final year BSc Honours Chemistry from the Brindavan campus. Shri Seemesh Bhaskar hails from Karnataka, combines academic brilliance with a versatile personality marked with humility. Seemesh was man of the match for 2 consecutive years in the University Volleyball Championship. He serves in the hostel dietetics department. A good public speaker and speaking on the theme of patriotism is his specialty. He excels in the fields of dramatics and painting. While striving for personal transformation, he has exhibited inspired leadership with visible impact on his peer group. The Shri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Shri Ashish Bisunke, final year BBM from the Mudanahalli campus. Shri Ashish hails from Nepal. Apart from being outstanding in his academic performance, he is a talented singer and has participated in several music programs held in Bhagwan's divine presence. He has won several prizes in cultural and sports events, including music, orchestra, dramatics, and football. As a room leader, he has demonstrated unique qualities of leadership, concern for his fellow hostel mates, and maturity in handling adverse situations. The Shri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Kumari Shri Kumari S. Raju, final year BCom Honours from the Anantapur campus. Kumari Shri Kumari Raju hails from Bangalore. Apart from being outstanding in her academic performance, she is a versatile and talented student, an eloquent orator, a good actress and script writer. She has acted in dramas and won several prizes, and also a good event manager, serves in the publications division as part of the self-reliance activity. She is known to be sensitive to the problems of her hostel mates and tries her best to be of help to them. We'll now have the gold medals for academic excellence. Justice P.N. Bhagwati Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri Siv Sundar A. for distinction in M.Tech Computer Science. This medal is instituted in honor of Justice Prafulla Chandra Natwarlal Bhagwati. He served as Chief Justice of India, Chairman United Nations Human Rights Commission, former Chancellor Hyderabad Central University. He was conferred Padma Vibhushan in 2007. He was formerly Honorable Chancellor of Shri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, was also the member of Shri Sathya Sai Central Trust and Shri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning Public Charitable Trust. The 9th President of India, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri K. Harsha Teja for distinction in M.Tech Optoelectronics and Communications. This medal is instituted by His Excellency Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, who served as the 9th President of India, earlier the 8th Vice President of India, Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Above all, he was an ardent devotee of Bhagwan. The 11th President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri Sai Shiv Narayan for distinction in M.Tech Nuclear Medicine. This medal is instituted in honor of His Excellency Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th President of India, earlier Chief Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister of India. The Government of India has conferred on him Padma Bhushan in 1981, Padma Vibhushan 1990, Bharat Ratna in 1997. He was a great devotee of Bhagwan. Shri Burugala Ramakrishna Rao Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri I. Aditya for distinction in MPhil Mathematics. This medal is instituted by His Excellency Shri Burugala Ramakrishna Rao, a distinguished freedom fighter who served as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, the Governor of Kerala, the Governor of Uttar Pradesh, and an ardent devotee of Bhagwan, who was among the first translators of Bhagwan's discourses into Hindi and English. The first Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. V.K. Gokak Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Prakrit Kamra for distinction in MBA. This medal is instituted in honor of Padma Shri Professor Vinay Krishna Gokak, first Vice-Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, eminent scholar and writer. He was Vice-Chancellor, Bangalore University, President, National Sahitya Academy, and recipient of the Jnanpith Award in 1990 and Padma Shri in 1961. The second Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. Somnath Saraf Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Menon Parikshit Ravindran for distinction in MBA Finance. This medal is instituted in honor of Dr. Somnath Saraf, the second Vice-Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, an eminent educationist, Educational Advisor Planning Commission, Advisor on Educational Policy and Planning, Government of Bhutan, and UNESCO's Chief Technical Advisor to Afghanistan. The third Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Professor S. Sampath Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Satyaprakash Mohanty for distinction in Master of Financial Management. This medal is instituted in honor of Professor S. Sampath, third Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, who served as Deputy Director, IIT Madras, Director of IIT Kanpur, Member of Union Public Service Commission, Member of Electronics Commission, and President of Computer Society of India. The fourth Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. K. Hanumantappa Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Adarsh Saraf for distinction in MSc Mathematics. This medal is instituted in honor of Dr. K. Hanumantappa, the fourth Vice-Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, also served as Vice-Chancellor, Bangalore University. He was a distinguished educationist, a renowned expert in management and finance, and recipient of several national and international awards. The fifth Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. G. Venkatraman Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri J. Aditya for distinction in MSc Physics. This medal is instituted in honor of Padma Shri Professor Ganesan Venkatraman, the fifth Vice-Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, an eminent physicist, served as Director Anurag DRDO, recipient of the Padma Shri in 1991, the Indira Gandhi Award of Indian National Science Academy in 1994, Sir C.V. Raman Centenary Award for 2003-2004, and he played an active role in taking the message of Bhagwan to devotees through Radio Sai for global harmony. The sixth Vice-Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Sri S.V. Giri Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Sai Gaurang Patnaik for distinction in MSc Chemistry. This medal is instituted in honor of Sri Sethuraman V. Giri, IAS retired, the 6th Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, an erudite scholar, eminent civil servant, former Chief Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India. Currently, Sri Giri is a member of the Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust. The 7th Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Sri A.V. Gokak Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Akarsh Bajpai for distinction in MSc Biosciences. This medal is instituted in honor of Sri Anil Vinayak Gokak, IAS retired, the 7th Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, an eminent civil servant, served as Secretary to the Government of India in the Departments of Telecommunications and Fertilizers, served as Cement Controller, Government of India, and Managing Director, Food Corporation of India. The 8th Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Professor Vishwanath Pandit Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Yogesh Baba K for distinction in MA Economics. This medal is instituted in honor of Professor Vishwanath Pandit, 8th Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, who served as Professor of Economics and Dean, Faculty of Arts at the Institute, served as Director, Center for Development Economics, Delhi School of Economics, Consultant to the World Bank, Washington, and recipient of the prestigious Swami Pranavananda Saraswati UGC National Award for the year 2004. Sri Shankar Rao B. Chavan Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Pankaj Kumar for distinction in BSc Honours in Biosciences. This medal is instituted in honor of Sri Shankar Rao B. Chavan, an outstanding parliamentarian. He served twice as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Subsequently, he served as a Cabinet Minister, Government of India, in the Ministries of Education, Defence, Home and Finance. He was an ardent devotee of Bhagwan Baba. Shri R.V. Janki Ramaya Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri BMS Sai Pragnan for distinction in BSc Honours in Economics. This medal is instituted in honor of Shri R.V. Janki Ramaya Garu. He was member of the Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust since inception, a relentless social worker with national fervour, having great concern for the poor and needy. He played an invaluable role in the development of the village of Puttaparthi and is remembered by all with a deep sense of gratitude. Dr. A. Adivi Reddy Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Devjit Odi for distinction in BA Honours in Economics. This medal is instituted by Dr. Narendranath Reddy in memory of his father, Dr. A. Adivi Reddy. Dr. Adivi Reddy from Cornell University served as Director of Extension Education, AP Agricultural University. Post-retirement, he served in the ashram as a trustee of the Sri Sathya Sai Books and Publications Trust. Dr. Adivi Reddy is the father of Dr. Narendranath Reddy, a consultant and practicing internist endocrinologist in Southern California, who currently serves as the chairman of Prashanti Council. Mother Ishwarama Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Sanjana Marwa for distinction in MSc Food Technology. This medal is instituted in honor of Mother Ishwarama Garu, mother of Bhagwan Baba, whose prayers to Bhagwan resulted in mammoth service projects of providing free safe drinking water, free medical care, free education. Her love and concern for humanity will be ever etched in the hearts of millions of Sai devotees. Srimati M. Venkama Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Mohana Lakshmi R for distinction in B.Ed. This medal is instituted in honor of Srimati Venkama Garu, a great example of ideal womanhood known for her love, compassion and concern for the well-being of Bhagwan, and remembered for her tireless service and her devout, simple and enduring personality. Srimati A. Parvatama Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Annapurna R for distinction in BBM. This medal is instituted in honor of Srimati A. Parvatama Garu, who was blessed to serve Bhagwan with love and devotion for many years. She remains in the memory of every devotee as a tender-hearted, endearing personality. Srimati J. Ishwari Bai Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Diksha Gupta for distinction in BSc Honours in Mathematics. This medal is instituted in memory of her mother by Dr. J. Geeta Reddy. Dr. J. Geeta is an eminent gynecologist by profession, member of Legislative Assembly in the state of Telangana, was awarded the Indira Gandhi Sadbhavna Award in 2008, and an ardent devotee of Bhagwan for over 2 decades. Shri Sanjay Chibbar Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Anjana Biswas for distinction in BSc Honours in Physics. This medal was instituted by Lieutenant General retired Dr. M.L. Chibbar in memory of his son Shri Sanjay Chibbar. Lieutenant General Chibbar's 40-year career in the army culminated as the Commander-in-Chief of India's Northern Command. He was awarded the AVSM and the PVSM, and in 1986, Padma Bhushan was conferred on him. Shri T.R. Bhagwat Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Sai Kiran M for distinction in BSc Honours in Chemistry. This medal is instituted by Shri T.K.K. Bhagwat in memory of his father Shri T.R. Bhagwat. Shri T.R. Bhagwat practiced as an advocate in Madras High Court, served as the General Manager and Chief Executive of the Andhra Bank. Shri T.R. Bhagwat is the father of Shri T.K.K. Bhagwat, who is a member of the Board of Trustees of the Shri Sathya Sai Central Trust. Shri T.K.K. Bhagwat, a veteran banker, has been chairman and director at several banks and currently is the chairman of Hexagon Capital Advisors Private Limited. His Highness Yashwantrao Maharaj of Sandur Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Ashrita C. Haldipur for distinction in BSc Home Science. This medal is instituted in honor of His Highness Yashwantrao Maharaj of Sandur. The Maharaj of the erstwhile princely state of Sandur belonged to the Ghorpade royal family of the Marathas. At the invitation of the Maharaja, Bhagwan Baba visited Sandur in June 1948 and stayed at his palace for 4 days. Bhagwan advised the Maharaja to start a manganese industry which today has become the mainstay of the family, and Sandur has become famous for it. Shri M.K. Venkatadri Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Athira Ajit for distinction in BCom Honours. This medal was instituted by late Shri N. Kasturi in memory of his son, Shri M.K. Venkatadri. Shri Narayana Kasturi first met Bhagwan in the year 1948. He is well known as the biographer of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. He started writing the 4-volume series Satyam Shivam Sundaram in 1948 and later became the editor of the magazine Sanatan Sarthi, published by the Shri Sathya Sai organization. Shri P.S.A. Subramanya Chettiar Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Bhavyashri Nair for distinction in B.A. This medal is instituted by Shri Srinivasan Chettiar in memory of his father Shri P.S.A. Subramanyam Chettiar, who is very well known as the one who initiated the Sri Sathya Sai Ramanama Likhita Japam. He formed the Sri Sai Paduka Trust to provide an opportunity for the devotees to worship the lotus feet. He was instrumental in offering a golden chariot to Bhagwan in 1997. Bhagwan physically blessed the Sri Sathya Sai Ananda Nilayam, built in Madurai in memory of Sri Chettiar. I now request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly confer the Doctor of Philosophy and give away the special mementos blessed by the revered founder Chancellor Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba to the qualified doctoral research candidates. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Uday Kiran N in Mathematics. His thesis is on micro-local analysis of operators with characteristics of higher multiplicities under the supervision of Professor B.R. Nagaraj, Professor, TIFR Center for Applicable Mathematics, Bangalore. The thesis of Uday Kiran dealt with micro-local analysis of pseudo-differential operators. The main focus was on weak hyperbolic operators which find applications in theoretical aspects of radar and seismic waves. He has published and presented 3 papers. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri K.N. Naresh in Biosciences. His thesis is on studies on structure, spectroscopic properties, and phenol oxidase activity of hemocyanin from Pilla globosa, under the supervision of Professor S.S. Rajan, Honorary Professor, Department of Biosciences, Prashanthi Nilayam, and under the joint supervision of Dr. Arun Sri Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Molecular and Cell Biology, Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, Texas. He has published 10 papers in national and international journals. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Gopakumar in Economics. His thesis is on flood inflation in India, a structuralist policy perspective, under the supervision of Professor Vishwanath Pandit, former Vice Chancellor and Professor, Department of Economics, Prashanthi Nilayam campus. His thesis focused on identifying reasons and measures to control rising food price inflation in India. He has published and presented 10 papers. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Ms. Pushkala Ramchandran in Food Science and Nutrition. Her thesis is on edible coating, functional food and nutraceutical applications of aloe gel and chitosan biopolymers under the supervision of Dr. Ms. N. Srividya, Associate Professor, Department of Home Science, Anandpur campus. Her thesis explored the post-harvest and nutraceutical applications of aloe vera and chitosan polymers. She has evolved novel, eco-friendly preservative technologies. As part of her research work, she has published and presented 27 papers. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Ms. Rajeshwari Chandrasekhar U in Food Science and Nutrition. Her thesis is on evaluation of coriander seeds for phytoconstituents and therapeutic potential under the supervision of Professor B. Andalu, Professor and Head, Department of Home Science, Anandpur campus. Her thesis focuses on the health benefits and therapeutic uses of medicinally less exploited spice like coriander seeds, and as part of her research work, she has published and presented 25 papers. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Ms. Maithali Verma in English Literature. Her thesis is on inter- and intrapersonal unities in poetry as a process, a study of select modern, postmodern poets and an applied critic, under the supervision of Professor Ms. Rajeshwari Patel, Professor and Head, Department of English Language and Literature, Anandpur campus. Her thesis studies the tri-unity in the trinity of poet, critic and reader through poetry as a process in select modern and postmodern poets. She has published and presented 6 papers. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Ms. Dibba Bhargavi in English Literature. Her thesis is From Purposelessness to Purpose, a study or shift in perspective in select novels of Iris Murdoch, under the supervision of Professor Ms. Rajeshwari Patel, Professor and Head, Department of English Language and Literature, Anandpur Campus. Her thesis studies the theme of purpose in select models of Iris Murdoch, taking into account Bhagwan's dictum, follow the master, face the devil, fight to the end, and finish the game. As part of her research work, she has published and presented 4 papers. Thank you.
May I now request Professor Kenji Uchino to deliver his convocation address. Professor Kenji Uchino.
Revered Founder Chancellor Sri Sathya Sai Baba, Honorable Chancellor Justice M.N. Venkatacharya, and the esteemed Vice Chancellor Professor K.B.R. Verma, members of the University Trust, members of the Board of Management and Academic Council, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, students, and their family members, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great privilege for me to be with you on the occasion of the 34th Annual Convocation of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. In accepting this invitation from Professor Verma to address you, I initially hesitated, to tell the truth, because I am not an Indian, but a Japanese American, nor am I a Hindu, but a Buddhist. I have not been affiliated with Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning so far. However, I learned of your institution's uniqueness. That is, all of you are concerned with 3 broad the streams of knowledge: science, management and commerce, and economics and humanities. According to the dearest founder, the Sri Sathya Sai Baba, the languages in the universities are love, service, and sadhana, a spiritual practice, and the medium of the instruction is discipline. Because I am a Zen practitioner in my home Buddhist temple, the discipline of your university resonated with me and pushed me to accept this challenge of conveying my research philosophy to all of you. My dear students, today is indeed a special and memorable day in your life that marks your transition from the sheltered environment of the university to the real world. I would like to congratulate each one of you from my heart for having reached this important milestone. Being graduates of this renowned institute, you now have a world of opportunities in front of you. However, many of you may have some anxieties about your future dreams, as I myself had when I was around your age. Thus, in the first part of my talk, I will share with you my life experiences that may help you find your future direction. And then, in the second part of my talk, I will go on to introduce my perspective on the future technology. Let me start with my self-introduction first, because all of you are probably wondering who I am and why I am here. And I'm Kenji Uchino, one of the baby boomers born immediately after World War II. I grew up in Hiroshima, Japan, and seeing the nuclear bomb disaster area. I have been a university professor for 40 years in total so far, 18 years in Japan, and 24 years in the Pennsylvania State University, the United States of America. 18 plus 24 doesn't equal 40. I was commuting between Sophia University at Tokyo and the Penn State University in Pennsylvania every 2 weeks for 2 years during my transition period. I have held executive positions such as president and vice president for 21 years in 7 companies. I have also been a government officer for 7 years in both Japan and the United States. Don't add 40 years as a professor, 21 years as a company executive, and 7 years as a government officer in series. I am not yet 90 years old, but it is because I have assumed multiple roles simultaneously throughout my life. In academic circles, I'm known as one of the pioneers in piezoelectric actuators. The piezoelectric effect is the generation of electricity by application of stress or vice versa. Quartz crystal is the most famous piezoelectric material, which mechanically vibrates on application of a small electric field from the bottom battery. In your wristwatch, to clock time, our team first began to use piezoelectric materials to move something mechanically, similar to conventional electromagnetic motors. Thus, I coined a new term, piezoelectric actuators. In collaboration with more than 100 international companies, we commercialized various best-selling devices such as NEC dot matrix printers and Epson inkjet printers in the 1970s and 80s in Japan. Being aware of my academic leadership in Japan, the United States wanted me to transfer the piezoelectric actuator technologies for the future use by the US military. They sought me out in the early 1990s when I was in the mid-40s. Though I didn't have any particular complaint with my job in Japan, my ambition and curiosity prevailed over my conservative and self-protective mind to keep a stable tenure professor position in Japan. Confucius from China has said, one should be free from vacillation at the age of 40. However, I don't believe in this conservative proverb and would recommend vacillation at any age, as long as you have the resolve to achieve the goal and it is intended for a noble purpose. The United States Navy guaranteed $1 million research fund for a minimum 10 years if I joined the Penn State University, under the condition that I change my nationality to an American citizen immediately. I accepted this trade-off though I did have some sentiment against abandoning my original nationality. In my age 50s, I changed my living and research philosophy from an academic leader to an entrepreneur. The reason was simple. I had mentored the more than 50 students, and some of them became rather active in research. However, as I didn't want to compete with my former students in research area, I started a new company, Micromechatronics Incorporation, to smoothly commercialize the inventions of the International Center for Actuators and Transducers at the Penn State University. I also began to teach part-time entrepreneurship for engineers in business school based on my long company experiences. I started to teach former students how to commercialize their inventions. However, I felt frustration in teaching in the Masters of Business and Administration classes. By virtue of my 20-year experience in operating 7 companies, I had plenty of case studies in the international businesses, but I hadn't learned business administration systematically. I had some difficulty in teaching students and junior faculty members with confidence. Thus, I decided to enroll as a graduate student for an MBA and completed my MBA degree in around 4.5 years. It was very hectic during this period. I started working and teaching in the Penn State University as a director and professor from 7 a.m. Till 12 noon. Then I moved to Micromechatronics Inc. for donning the role of the president until 5 p.m. In the evening, I drove to the St. Francis University to attend an MBA class as a now graduate student. When I came back home, it was usually after 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep more than 5 hours a day during these 4.5 years. Why did I take this hard life for obtaining my MBA, even though the additional degree didn't change my position or salary in the university, and nor this MBA reflect much on my company operations? Was all this useless? All this was merely for my intellectual curiosity. That is, I had a strong intention to learn and absorb knowledges from new areas, even in my 50s. Because I was teaching and teaching every day, just squeezing my knowledge for more than 30 years. Of course, for my accomplishment, I'm deeply indebted to my wife's sincere cooperation in overseeing my health and controlling my foods. Fortunately, I received the Academic Excellent Plaque from the president of the university with a GPA of perfect 4.0. My MBA thesis has been published as a textbook titled Entrepreneurship for Engineers, and I was invited to the business college for teaching entrepreneurship officially with my newfound confidence and using a textbook authored by me. My life journey hadn't finished yet. When I turned 60 years old, another dilemma occurred. Following my living style, 40% of my former graduate students had started their companies, and some of these companies' revenues exceeded that of my company, Micromechatronics. They began to believe that there was nothing more to learn from Professor Uchino. Therefore, I accepted a new government position, Associate Director at the U.S. Office of Naval Research Global, Tokyo office, from 2010 until last year, 2014. Thanks to this assignment of the Office of Naval Research, I had an opportunity to expand my exposure to diplomatic and political areas this time. I have been a so-called naval ambassador to Japan, with responsibility to create international research and development relationship with Asian partners. Though my budget was only a couple million US dollars, I had money, actually the US government money, which my former students, now the professors and the company executives, seriously sought as research and development grants. This made me realize that money talks. Money talks. And however, the less than half a year after my arrival at Tokyo, I experienced the big earthquake and the consequent Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant meltdown accident on March 11, 2011, which changed my job dramatically. I became really busy assisting the U.S. rescue operation, Tomodachi, that means friendship operation. Simultaneously, I had an opportunity in involving myself and in setting up multiple international R&D related agreements between the U.S. Department of Defense and the Japanese Governmental Institute, including a rescue technology program, project relating to dealing with catastrophic disasters. Now, I'm seriously thinking of joining the law school to teach international and diplomatic relations for the engineering students. My dear students, you have had a glimpse of my living philosophy from my life history. That is, one step ahead. I would like to keep my position slightly ahead of my successors to become their light, not to become an obstacle in their progress. I like the word change, which was used by President Obama when he was elected. I believe you all have the dream for your future success. However, this may not be your final destination. If you are in a dilemma, my friends, you can change. Don't hesitate to change your career-related lifestyle at your age. You will have plenty of options for your future course in life. Remember that sometimes change comes from society that impacts you, and sometimes change comes from within you that impacts society. Now, I would like to dwell upon my perspective of the future of technology, which you young and bright minds may wish to grasp and become leaders in development. After World War II, the Japanese government put forth 4 character slogans for encouraging researchers in a particular direction. In the 1960s, the first slogan that was put forth, that translated into English, would read as heavier, thicker, longer, larger. That is, manufacturing heavier ships, thicker steel plates, constructing longer buildings, and larger power plants, were the key strategies for recovery from the ruins of World War II. We could call this as a sort of domestic politics. This social mood made me choose electrical engineering in the university in order to become a large water dam engineer. Though Japanese people became wealthy, secondary effects began to surface, namely industrial pollution. The southern part of the sea was contaminated with heavy metal mercury disposal, which resulted in crippling thousands of Japanese people. Steel industries polluted the air, creating a yellow sky, and caused asthma, of which I too was a victim. The first meltdown accident of the 3 Mile Island, a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania, happened in 1979. Interestingly, I was involved in this incident during my first stay in the Penn State University as a young assistant professor. In the 1980s, a completely opposite slogan was put forth: lighter, thinner, shorter, and smaller, for strengthening Japan's economy. We could call this sort of econopolitics. Japanese semiconductor industries rapidly raced with leading American companies and overtook them in the 1990s. I too began my compact piezoelectric actuators for micromechatronic applications influenced by this trend. As an associate professor in a Japanese university, our piezoelectric products were commercialized worldwide in the 1980s. During the long economic depression that began from the late 1980s, I was recruited by the Penn State University, as I mentioned to you earlier in my talk. After entering the 21st century, with the maturity of Japan's economic power, the requirements and expectations from science, technology, and engineering seemed to change again. My dear friends, students, I would like to propose to you today a new 4-character slogan for your future during the 21st century: cooperation, protection, reduction, and continuation. We can say this is a sort of global politics. International cooperation in standardization of internet systems became essential to accelerate global communication. The US-Japan agreement for development of a rescue robot for crisis management was one of the pressing tasks with which I was involved. The Kyoto Protocol in 1997 was a trigger to more worldwide international agreements linked to the United Nations framework in order to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This is a symbolic global regime for determining the research direction in the 21st century. Technology development is essentially constrained according to these global regimes. Protection of territory and environment from the enemy and natural disasters and from infectious diseases is essential. In addition to the terrorist attacks just happened in Paris, HIV, bird flu, and in particular Ebola are now the worldwide headaches. Sony Pictures' internet system was recently hacked by one of the dictator countries. Cyber protection and counterattack needs to be developed. Reduction of toxic materials such as lead, heavy metals, dioxin, and judicious use of oil and energy is also key to the continuation of society. It is important to promote a sustainable society. Even in my research area, the long-term materials champion, PZT, lead zirconate titanate, may be regulated in a few years by ROS, Restriction of Hazardous Substances Directive, due to PB, lead content. We are aware of various toxic compounds such as indium, gallium, and arsenide in semiconductor materials. I'm thus proud to announce that our invention, multi-layer piezoelectric actuator, became one of the key technologies for reducing the NOx and SOx exhaust gases in recent diesel engine automobiles. As a result of the anxieties in maintaining nuclear power plants, after the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident in particular, research in the area of renewable energy is booming. The issue of energy is one of the main themes in the future society continuation and sustainability in the world. The current products of my company include piezoelectric devices that harvest electric energy from mechanical noise vibrations. Being in a developing stage, India may take a similar path to development. That means, my dear students, you may seek initially heavier, thicker, longer, and larger for infrastructure establishment, followed by lighter, thinner, shorter, smaller. When you start the mass production of electronics and mechanical devices. However, the speed of progress will be significantly faster, not every 20 years as it was in Japan. Indian society will get into the stage of cooperation, protection, reduction, and continuation in 10 years. My dear students, you should be mentally prepared to meet these societal and technological trends. Let me summarize what I told you today. In the first part of my talk, through my living philosophy of one step ahead, I encouraged you, my dear friends, not to hesitate to embracing change in your future, no matter what your age, and to pursue new areas which may have as a dream, which you may have a dream. In the second part of my talk, I introduced the Japanese government's domestic politics in the 1960s and econopolitics in 1980s. I then proposed the new global politics for the 21st century. I appeal to you to remember the four-character slogan, the four Shans, that is, cooperation, protection, reduction, and continuation, as a basis for your future development. Given the unique ambience of Sri Sathya Sai Institute for Higher Learning that has nurtured you in this values-based integral education system, I'm very confident that you all will be able to easily imbibe the message of this four-character slogan and demonstrate in your future development strategies the manifestation of human values and morality, seeking the welfare of humanity at large. Let me finally wish each of you, my young friends, great success in both your personal and professional life. You should not forget that your current status is because of your parents and family, and you need to be deeply indebted to your family members, in particular your parents. I also congratulate the university faculty members for producing such bright students who will serve society. Once again, my best wishes to you all. Thanks very much for your attention.
We thank you, Professor Kenji Uchino, for your very informative and thought-provoking address. We now pray for the benediction by our revered founder chancellor, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
మీరందరూ ఎంతో గుణవంతులు,
You are all really good.
ఎంతో తెలివితేటలు గలవారు,
You are highly intelligent.
ఎంతో పవిత్రమైనటువంటి హృదయం కలవారు.
You have got sacred noble
కానీ
heart.
ఆ పవిత్రమైన హృదయానికి తగినటువంటి యొక్క పదార్థాన్ని మనం అందించటం లేదు.
You are not supplying to your holy heart the
హృదయం
material
అనేది
it deserves.
చాలా పరిశుద్ధమైనటువంటిది.
And the heart is so pure,
ఈ
unpolluted.
పరిశుద్ధమైన హృదయమునందు కరుణ, ప్రేమ తప్ప మరొక పదార్థమును ప్రవేశించుటకు వీలు కాదు.
It's not possible to fill your heart with things other than compassion and love.
కానీ ఈనాడు హృదయ ఆ కరుణ లేదు హృదయంలో,
Today in our hearts there is
ఆ
no
ప్రేమ
compassion.
లేదు హృదయంలో.
There is no love at all.
అన్నీ చేరిపోతున్నాయి ఈ హృదయంలో.
In fact, all things find their place.
కనుకనే హృదయం యొక్క రిఫ్లెక్షన్, రియాక్షన్, రీసౌండే మనకు అన్ని ప్రతిబింబిస్తూ ఉన్నాయి.
That's what we find today is a sort of reaction, reflection, resound.
మనం చూచేటువంటి యొక్క దృశ్యములన్నీ కూడాను కేవలము నెగటివ్ దృశ్యములే కనిపిస్తున్నాయి.
All the scenario around is negative.
కారణం ఏమిటి?
Why?
నీ హృదయంలో అవి ప్రింట్ అయిపోయినాయి,
Because all the negative is
అవే
printed in
నీకు
your heart.
ప్రతిబింబిస్తున్నాయి.
The same thing is reflected outside.
కనుకనే నీకు ప్రతిబింబించేటువంటి ప్రతి పదార్థం కూడాను నీ నుండి వచ్చినదే కానీ బయట నుండి చూచేటువంటిది కాదు.
All the reflections are out of you, not from exterior.
మనం వినేటువంటివంతా కూడాను, తినేటువంటివన్నీ కూడాను భగవంతుని యొక్క దీంట్లో అనుగ్రహానికి పాత్రులు కావాలి.
We should deserve God's love through hearing and all that we partake.
ఎంత విజ్ఞానం బోధించినప్పటికీ,
In spite of all scientific knowledge,
ఎంతటి ఆధ్యాత్మిక శక్తులు బోధించినప్పటికీ,
in spite of all teaching in spiritual realm,
మనకు తేలేది అణువులు.
ultimately you will know that it comes down to the level of atoms.
ఏ విద్యావంతుడు కానీ, ఏ సైంటిస్ట్ కానీ బోధించేదంతా అణువుల గురించే బోధిస్తున్నారు.
Educated man, a scientist speaks of these atoms only.
అణువుల గురించి చెప్పడంలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఒక అంతరార్థం ఏమిటి?
What is the inner significance in teaching about an atom?
మనం తినే తిండి అణువే,
The food is full of
పీల్చే
atoms.
గాలి అణువే,
The air that you breathe,
వినేటువంటి శబ్దం అణువే,
the sound that you listen,
నడిచే నడక కూడాను అణువే,
and every step you
సర్వం
find.
కూడాను అణుమయంగానే ఉంటుండాలి.
Everything is atomic in its constitution.
ఈ అణుమయమైనటువంటి ఈ జగత్తునందు అణువుల గురించి నీవు తెలుసుకోనవసరం లేదు.
And this whole world is full of atoms. Well, you don't need to know about it.
అణువు కంటేను సూక్ష్మై ఉన్ననట్టి పరమాణువు యొక్క తత్వాన్ని మనం గుర్తించాలి.
We should know that which is smaller than that of an atom.
ఈ
Know its nature.
పరమాణువే ఫండమెంటల్ అణువు.
That which is smaller than atom is the fundamental
అన్ని
principle.
కూడా ఆ ఫండమెంటల్ అణువు నుంచి వస్తున్నాయి.
Everything arises out of this fundamental.
ఫండమెంటల్ దాన్ని మనం పట్టుకొనక కేవలం బ్రాంచి కేర్ ఆఫ్ అడ్రస్లంతా తీసుకుంటున్నాం మనము.
You don't go by the fundamental address, but you think of only care of addresses.
మొట్టమొదటి డైరెక్ట్ గా నీవు దీన్ని సంపాదించాలి.
First have direct approach. and
అణువు
learn.
కంటేను సూక్ష్మై అణువునొగచ్చు, ఘనము కంటేను వేరైన ఘనమునొగచ్చు, సర్వత్ర సాక్షి అయి ఉన్న అణువే ఒకటి.
The atom stands as a witness because it is smallest of all, and in other sense biggest of the big.
పెద్ద దాంట్లో పెద్దదిగా ఉంటుండాలి, చిన్న దాంట్లో చిన్నదిగా ఉంటుండాలి.
It's a gigantic form among the big one
ఈ
and so
అణువులు కూడా
small.
అణువుల యొక్క చేరికనే అణువు యొక్క పదార్థము.
And there we find the combination of atoms too.
ఇక్కడ పుష్పం ఉంటుండాలి. ఈ పుష్పం కూడా అణు స్వరూపమే.
The flower here is also atomic.
అనేక అణువుల యొక్క చేరిక వచ్చేతనే ఇది ఒక పుష్పంగా రూపొందుతూ ఉండాలి.
Atoms have come together and you find a flower.
ఇది ఒక బట్ట, ఇది కూడా కూడా అణువే.
The cloth is also full of atoms.
ప్రపంచంలో అణువు కానటువంటి వస్తువు కనిపించదు.
In this world you don't find anything which is not made up
సర్వము
of atoms.
అణుమయమే.
Everything is atoms.
ఇలాంటి అణువును గురించి మనం విచారించడానికి ఎందుకు మనం ప్రయత్నించాలి?
Why should you make every effort to know the nature of an atom?
చదువులన్నీ అణువే.
All education,
సంకల్పములు అణువే.
thoughts,
దేహమంతయు అణువే.
whole body,
దేహి అణువే.
and that
సర్వమును అణుమయమే.
everything is composed of atoms.
పుట్టుట ఒక అణువు.
The birth,
భూమి నుండి అణువు.
life on earth,
సంసారమది అణువు.
the family life,
చావు అణువు.
death,
బ్రతుకులన్నీ అణువు.
the life,
భవబంధములు అణువు.
the attachments
అంతా అణువులే.
are full of atoms only.
ఇలాంటి అణుతత్వాన్ని గుర్తించినప్పుడు దేనిని నీవు ఆశించేది?
When once you try to know that, what is that you want to know?
దీనికి అతీతమైనటువంటి దాన్ని అనుభవించాలి.
You should experience that which transcends this
అది ఏ
atom.
నీ యొక్క ఆత్మతత్వము.
That is the nature of the true
అదే
self.
ఫండమెంటల్ యొక్క గుర్తు.
That is the fundamental self.
అటువంటి అణుతత్వాన్ని మనం గుర్తించాలంటే మనం ఈ చదువులతో పాటు ఆధ్యాత్మిక చదువు కూడా అత్యవసరంగా నేర్చుకోవాలి.
Along with the secular knowledge education, we need spiritual education also.
కనుక ఈ గ్రంథ పరిచయం మాత్రమే మనకు సరైనటువంటిది కాదు.
Mere textual information is not
మనం
proper.
చదివిన చదువులన్నీ కూడాను గ్రంథములకు మాత్రమే పరిమితమైపోతున్నాయి.
All the knowledge that we acquired is limited to books.
కాబట్టి ఈ బుకిష్ నాలెడ్జీ అనేటువంటిది తీసుకుంటే మనం కేవలము సూపర్ఫిషియల్ నాలెడ్జీగా మారిపోతున్నాం.
All the bookish knowledge that we have turns into superficial knowledge.
కానీ మనము సూపర్ఫిషియల్ నాలెడ్జీ కాదు, మనకు కావాల్సినటువంటి ప్రాక్టికల్ నాలెడ్జీ కావాలి.
It's not that superficial knowledge that is expected, that's
తన
required.
అనుభూతిలో తాను అనుభవించాలి.
You should experience through your practical
ఏ అణువు
knowledge.
యొక్క తత్వం కానీ దాని యొక్క మాధుర్యాన్ని మనం అనుభవించాలి.
We should also know the greatness and the
ఒక
mystery of
జిలేబీ
atom.
కానీ మిఠాయి కానీ లడ్డు కానీ ఏదో కొన్ని గ్రంథాల్లో మనం చదివినాము.
You have gone through certain books narrating sweets.
కానీ గ్రంథంలో చదివినంత మాత్రమున దాని మాధుర్యం మనం తంగుకు చేరుతుండదా?
By merely reading about laddu the sweet, you cannot experience sweetness.
చేరటం లేదు.
No.
దాన్ని ఒక్క తూరి తీసుకొని నీవు నాలుగు పైన వేసుకో, అప్పుడు దాని యొక్క మాధుర్యం నీకు తెలుస్తుంది.
You have to pick it up and place it on the tongue to know its sweetness.
అది ఏ నీ యొక్క ప్రాక్టికల్ నాలెడ్జీ.
There lies practical
దాని
knowledge.
టేస్ట్ చూసి ఆనందాన్ని అనుభవించడమే నీ యొక్క ప్రాక్టికల్ నాలెడ్జీ.
Your practical knowledge lies in tasting the sweet
కేవలం
and
గ్రంథముల ద్వారా
experiencing
మనం
it.
అర్థం చేసుకొని గ్రంథముల ద్వారా మనం దాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకుంటే ఇది సరైనటువంటి యొక్క గ్రంథములు కాదు, విద్యలు కావు.
It's not true education if we acquire knowledge through books, which is superficial.
ఇదంతా కూడా ఈనాడు బుకిష్ నాలెడ్జీగా రూపొందుతుండాలి.
Today we find bookish knowledge only.
కనుకనే ఈనాటి ప్రపంచం లోపల సరైనటువంటి వ్యక్తులే మనకు చిక్కటం లేదు.
Therefore we don't have right people today in this world.
ఎంతమంది విద్యావంతులు లేరు ఈ భారతదేశంలో.
In Bharat there are number of educated
గొప్ప
people.
గొప్ప విద్యావంతులంతా ఉన్నారు.
We find highly
గొప్ప
educated
గొప్ప
people.
బిరుదులు తీసుకున్న వారంతా ఉన్నారు.
People with very high degrees.
ఇంతమంది ఉండి ఈ దేశానికి ఏమి చేస్తున్నారు?
With all these people being here, what is that they are doing for the
ఏదైనా
country?
10 మందికి ఏమైనా ఉపయోగమయ్యేటువంటి పనులు చేస్తున్నారా?
Are they doing any activity that would be helpful
10
to
మందికి
few
ఆనందాన్ని
people?
అందించేటువంటి పనులు ఏమైనా చేస్తున్నారా?
Are they making anybody happy through their
10
actions?
మందిని సుఖపెట్టేటువంటి పనులు ఏమైనా చేస్తున్నారా?
Are they providing any comforts, conveniences to the
ఏ
neighborhood?
మాత్రము చేయటం లేదు.
No.
10 మందిని సుఖపెట్టడం లేదు, తాను సుఖపడటం లేదు.
He is not making others happy, nor is he happy
ఇంకా ఎందుకు ఈ
himself.
చదువులు చదవాలి?
Then why should you learn?
చదువులన్నీ చదివి చాలా వివేకి అయి మగిడి తన్నెరు కూడా మందమతడు.
A fool with all his education will not be able to know his self.
ఎంత చదువు చదివి ఏ నీతి ఉన్నను హీనుని గుణము మానలేడు.
A mean man with all his education will never change his attitudes.
తరచి చదువు తర్కవాదమే కానీ పూర్ణ జ్ఞానం ఎప్పుడు పొందలేడు.
The education may help you to argue with
ఈ
others,
చదువు
but not acquire
చదివి
total knowledge.
చావంగనేటికి చావులేని చదవాలి.
With all this knowledge, after all, why should we die? Ultimately, we should learn to be immortal.
కనుకనే మనం చదివేటువంటి చదువులంతా కూడాను హృదయాన్ని ఆనంద పెట్టేటువంటివి చదవాలి.
Therefore, we should learn to make our hearts
10 మందిని
happy, rejoice.
ఆనందపరిచేటువంటివి చదవాలి.
We should make everybody joyful.
అప్పుడే నీకు ఆనందము, లోకులకు ఆనందమే.
Then you will be happy and people around will be happy.
సమాజంలో ఆనందములకై అనేక విధమైనటువంటి పాటు పడేటువంటి వారు, బాధలు పడేటువంటి వారు కోటాను కోట్ల మంది ఉన్నారు.
There are crores and crores of people all around who want to be happy.
ఒక్కరినైనా కూడా మనము ఒక నిమిషమైనా ఆనంద పెట్టేటువంటి దీనికి మనం ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నామా?
Are we spending at least a minute to make the other man happy?
లేదు లేదు.
No.
నీ చదువు లోపల ఒక్క మనిషినైనా నీవు ఆనంద పెట్టడానికి ప్రయత్నించు.
With all this education, at least make one happy.
లేక నీవైనా ఆనందించు.
At least you be happy for
నీవు కూడా
yourself.
ఆనందించటం లేదు.
And you are not happy
తాను
either.
ఆనందపడక ఈ ఆనందము పరులకు అందించక నీవు చదివినటువంటి చదువు ఏం చేస్తున్నావు?
You are not happy and you are not making others happy. What for is this education?
ఇదంతా చదువు అవుతుందా?
Can you call it education?
కాదు. ఇదంతా చెత్తగా రూపొందుతుంది.
It is all waste of knowledge.
విద్యార్థులారా,
Students,
విద్యార్థినీయులారా,
boys and girls,
పవిత్రమైన భారతదేశం యొక్క చరిత్రను ఒక్కతూరి మీరు విస్మరించి
you have forgotten the history of this
ఈ
country.
దేశం యొక్క సంపత్తిని గురించి మీరు మనసులో మననం చేసుకోండి.
You recapitulate, think of the glory of this
ఏ
land.
గొప్ప ఉపకారం చేయకపోయినప్పటికీ ఏ కించిత్తైనా కూడా నువ్వు ఒక మానవునికి ఉపకారం చేసి ఆనందాన్ని అనుభవించండి.
Be happy at least by helping a single person.
పూర్వమంతా కూడాను ఎంతయో పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఈ ప్రపంచంలో భారతదేశంలో కాలు పెట్టేటప్పటికి ఎంతో పవిత్రమైన భావాలు వచ్చేటువంటివి.
In fact, many people visited this land and they have had noble thoughts.
రంగూన్ వారు జరిగిన తర్వాత
After Rangoon war,
అక్కడ నుంచి ఒక తల్లి కుమారుడు నడుచుకొని వచ్చాడు.
mother came here along with her son.
చిన్న పిల్లవాడు, 10 ఏండ్ల పిల్లవాడు.
The boy was so young, aged 10.
మద్రాసుకు వచ్చి చేరారు.
They reached Madras.
ఆ పిల్లవాడికి ఆకలి అయింది.
The boy was hungry.
మాతృమూర్తి యొక్క హృదయము కరిగిపోయింది.
Mother felt so sad watching the plant.
నాయన నీవు ఈ చెట్టు కింద కూర్చో అని 10 ఇంటకు పోయింది. ఇంత బిచ్చం ఎత్తింది, తీసుకుని వచ్చింది.
Mother wanted the boy to wait, sit under a tree, and she brought food.
అందులో బిడ్డకు పెట్టి ఆ బిడ్డ తిన్న తర్వాత మిగిలినటువంటిది తాను కూడా భుజించింది.
She served the food to her son and later she has
ఒక
parted.
దినము, 2 దినము, 3 దినము జరిగింది. ఆ విధంగా
2 days, 3 days passed like
ప్రతి
that.
దినము ఎవరు మనకు వడ్డిస్తారు, ఎవరు మనకు దానం ఇస్తారు?
Who will serve you food every day?
ఇవ్వలేదు.
No.
ఇవ్వలేకపోవటం వల్ల తల్లి తెచ్చినటువంటిది బిడ్డకు పెట్టేది, తాను పస్తు ఉండేది.
Therefore what happened? Mother served food to son and she starved.
ఆ మదరు నిజమైనటువంటి ఒక మాతృదేవి యొక్క ఈ తత్వము భారత మదరు.
And in fact she has got the very nature, the spirit of a mother.
కనుకనే ఆమె పస్తు పని ఉండేటువంటిది.
So she fasted.
ఆ విధంగా పస్తు ఉండి 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 కట్టగడపటి శరీరం క్షీణించిపోయింది.
Because she starved for prolonged period, she was
భిక్షానికి
weak.
పోవడానికి కూడా శక్తి లేదు.
She has no energy to even to beg.
అప్పుడు కుమారుడు లేచాడు. అమ్మా, నీవు చాలా బలహీనురాలైపోయినావు, నీవు కూర్చో, ఈనాటి నేను భిక్షమెత్తుతాను.
The son said, Mother, you are so weak, today I will go and beg.
కానీ కుమారుడు భిక్షమెత్తుతున్నాడంటే ఏ తల్లి కూడా అంగీకరించదు.
Mother cannot accept this son begging for her.
అలాంటి తల్లులు కూడా భారతదేశంలో ఈనాటికి కూడా ఎందరో ఉంటున్నారు.
Such sort of mothers are many even today.
పోయాడు, భిక్షమెత్తాడు, ఎత్తాడు, కొద్ది చిక్కుతుంది, కొద్దిగా చిక్కుతూ వచ్చింది.
The boy went around and begged. She could
అమ్మ
have
తెచ్చి
food.
పెట్టేటువంటి వాడు, నాయనా నీవు తినంటే నేను తిన్నానులే అని తృప్తి పడేటువంటి వాడు.
And the boy served food to his mother
ఆ
and he
విధంగా
fasted.
జరిగేటప్పటికి తన దేహం కూడా క్షీణించిపోయింది.
Ultimately, boy also became weak.
ఒక ఇంటికి వెళ్ళాడు. పాపం
The boy went to his
చాలా
house.
బలహీనంగా ఉన్నాడు.
He was very weak.
మాటలు కూడా రావటం లేదు.
He could not even speak.
భవతి భిక్షాం దేహి అని అడిగాడు.
And he said, I want food.
ఒక వరండాలో ఈస్టర్ వేసుకొని ఒక ఆఫీసరు పేపర్ చదువుకుంటూ ఉన్నాడు.
One officer was going through a paper, relaxing on an easy chair.
అప్పుడు ఇతను చూచాడు, విన్నాడు ఈ విషయము.
He heard the shouts of the boy.
హే బాయ్, ఎవరు నీవు అన్నారు.
He said, Oh boy, who are you?
జవాబు కూడా చెప్పడానికి శక్తి లేదు.
The boy was so weak that he could not
కూర్చున్నాడు.
reply. But he sat there.
కూర్చునేటప్పటికే ఆ ఆఫీసరు లోపలికి వెళ్ళాడు. ఇంత అన్నం తీసుకుని వచ్చి ఆకులో పెట్టి తినమని చెప్పాడు.
In the meantime, the officer went inside, brought food, served him on.
తినలేదు.
Well, the boy didn't
ఒరే
eat.
ఆకలి అంటున్నావు, ఎందుకోసం తినకూడదు నీవు?
The officer shouted, You say you are hungry, why don't you eat?
నీవు కేవలం దొంగగా ఉంటున్నావు.
You seem to be a thief.
నీకు నిజంగా ఆకలే ఉంటుంటే ఎందుకు భుజించకూడదు?
If you are really hungry, why don't you eat?
అప్పుడు ఆ బిడ్డవాడు జవాబు చెప్పడానికి లేక ఏదో వినపడినట్టుగా చిన్నగా మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు.
The boy being so weak, he could not speak
ఆ
loudly
ఆఫీసరు
and he started
అతని నోటి దగ్గర
whispering.
చెవి పెట్టి విన్నాడు.
The officer came so close
అప్పుడు ఆ
and
బాయ్
heard.
చెప్పాడు, మొదలు అమ్మకు,
And the boy said, Food for mother.
మొదలు నేను తల్లికి అందించాలి
The mother should have food first.
అన్నాడు. ప్రాణం ఇచ్చాడు.
And then he died.
అలాంటి పిల్లలు, అలాంటి తల్లులు ఆనాటి కాలం లోపల ఎన్ని విధములుగా కూడా సేవలు చేసేటువంటి వారు.
Such boys, such sons and mothers were there and served.
తన
and helped in
ఆకలైపోయి తన
everything.
ప్రాణం పోతున్నప్పటికీ మొదలు అమ్మకు మొదలు అమ్మకు మొదలు అమ్మకు.
Even at the time of death, even while leaving the body, the boy said the food is first
ఇలాంటి
for the
పిల్లలు
mother.
ఈనాడు ఎక్కడైనా చిక్కుతారా అని ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
Today, do you find any of that sort today?
కానీ ఉన్నారు.
There are.
భారతదేశంలో లేకపోలేదు.
Not that there are none.
పవిత్రమైన భారతదేశంలో అంతో ఇంతో ఉన్న కొంచెం దయగలిగినటువంటి హృదయాలు ఉంటున్నాయి.
In this great land, there's no dearth of noble
కానీ
people.
ఈనాడు ఇంత అభివృద్ధిగాంచినటువంటి దేశంలో ఒక్కరైనా కూడా కంటికి కనిపించకుండా పోతున్నారు.
But we are not able to see them quite frequently.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
Embodiments of love.
మీరు మొట్టమొదటి దయను పెంచుకోండి.
First, develop compassion,
10 మంది
kindness.
యొక్క కష్టమును చూచి మీకు కన్నీరు కార్చండి.
You shed tears watching the suffering of your
వారి
parents.
కష్టమును నివారించడానికి తగినటువంటి కృషి చేయండి.
Make every effort to give them relief.
వాళ్ళకు తగినటువంటి సహాయం చేయండి.
You help your parents.
నీ దోపి లోపల 10 రూపాయలు ఉంటుంటే నీవు 9 రూపాయలు పెట్టుకో, 1 రూపాయి అయినా ఒక దానం చేయండి.
If you have 10 rupees, at least 1 rupee. Be
ఆ
offered as a
విధమైనటువంటి త్యాగానికి
charity.
పోయినప్పుడే మన భారతీయ సంస్కృతి నా కర్మణ నా ప్రజయా ధనేన త్యాగేనైకి అమృతత్వ మానసు, అలాంటి వాడు అమృత స్వరూపాన్ని పొందుతాడు.
No association, no authority, no lineage, no position would confer immortality
కనుక
other
ఒక
than
నయా పైసాలైనా
sacrifice.
ఇచ్చి వాడికి సహాయం చేయండి.
So you help others by offering at least a pittance.
ఆ విధమైనటువంటి సహాయం చేయండి. మీరు
Render help service to
హస్తస్య
everybody.
భూషణం దానం,
And if a real jewel to the hand is charity.
భూషణం కంఠశ్చ సత్యం, సత్యంకే కంఠమునకు భూషణం.
And the jewel to the neck is the utterance of truth.
మన కంఠంలో నెక్లెస్ కాదు భూషణము,
It's not the necklace, that's the decoration.
సత్యమే మన భూషణము.
The truth is the real jewel.
చేతికి దానమే ఒక భూషణము.
And for the hand, the jewel is
ఇలాంటి
charity.
భూషణాలు ఉండినటువంటి మనకు అనేక భూషణాలు మనకు ఎందుకు ఆశించాలి?
When you have such precious jewels, why do you want the remaining jewels?
కనుక విద్యార్థులారా,
So students,
విద్యార్థినీయులారా,
boys and girls,
దయాహృదయులైపోయి
Be
మీరు చదివిన
compassionate.
చదువుకు తగినటువంటి త్యాగాన్ని కూడా నువ్వు చేసి సమాజం లోపల మంచి పేరును పొందండి.
having acquired all this education, be ready to sacrifice, get a good name to the society
కానీ
and
మీ
yourself.
లోపల మాత్రం క్రోధము, అహంకారము, ద్వేషము ఇలాంటి దుర్గుణాలను మాత్రం పక్కకు నెట్టేయండి.
Brush aside anger, ego, hatred. They should not find a place
ఈ
in you.
దుర్గుణాలను లోపల ఉంచుకొని ఎలాంటి దానం చేసినప్పటికీ అది కేవలము ఒక వేపకాయ వంటి దానంగానే ఉంటుంటుంది.
With all the bad qualities in you, even if you offer anything in charity,
అది
it turns
bitter.
bitter only.
అలాంటి దానం చేయకండి.
Don't do such things.
మీ దుర్గుణాలను పక్కకు నెట్టేసేయండి.
Get rid of all bad
ప్రేమను
qualities
పెంచుకోండి.
and develop
ఈ
compassion,
ప్రేమ చేత 10
kindness.
మందికంతా కూడా ఆనందాన్ని ఇచ్చుకోండి.
And with love, share bliss with everybody.
అది మీరు చేయవలసినటువంటి యొక్క చదువులో ఉన్నటువంటి అంతరార్థాన్ని.
That is the significance, true
మీరు
meaning of
నిజంగా
education.
ఈనాడు దేశములకు చేయవలసినటువంటి సేవ ఇలాంటిది.
This sort of a service you should
గొప్ప
do.
భవనాలు కట్టకండి, గొప్ప ఇదిగా కట్టకండి, స్కూల్స్ మీ చేతనేంత ఎంతవరకు శక్తో అంత పని చేయండి. మీరు
You don't need to construct big mansions and big, huge, gigantic buildings.
ఏది చేసినా ప్రేమతో చేయండి.
Whatever you may do, do it with love.
ప్రేమకు మించినటువంటి ధనం మరొకటి లేదు.
There is no other property more than
We will all rise now for the national anthem. All are requested to kindly resume their seats for Mangala Arati.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदेवमु मरियल्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियल्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती दुगो मंगल आरती दुगो मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
Sai Ram. Invoking Bhagwan's divine blessings. This evening at 6 o'clock, the students of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning will be presenting the Convocation drama in the Purnachandra Auditorium. The drama is titled Jagan Natakam Jagatiki Sandesham. The whole world is a stage for the cosmic drama. This is the message for the mankind. For the benefit of all the devotees, the Convocation drama will also be relayed live on the screens here in Sai Kulwant Hall. Devotees can now come forward to receive Bhagwan's Divya Darshan. Tomorrow, we will be celebrating the 90th birthday of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, the avatar of this age at Prashanti Nilayam. As a part of the birthday festivities, tomorrow morning, we will be having 2 sessions. The first session will be held in Sri Sathya Sai Hillview Stadium, which will commence at 7:20 with Vedam chanting. At 8:30, all of us will be blessed with Bhagwan's divine darshan on Swarna Ratham, the golden chariot. At 9 a.m., Sri S.S. Naganand, trustee, Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, will be delivering the welcome address. His talk will be followed by a presentation of the annual report of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust for the year 2014-2015 by Sri V. Srinivasan, trustee, Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust. At 9:15, all devotees can join in to collectively chant the Sai Gayatri Mantra for 10 minutes. At 9:25, there will be a talk by His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Sri E.S.L. Narasimhan. We will then be blessed with Bhagwan's divine discourse. The morning program in the Hillview Stadium will conclude with bhajans, prasadam distribution, and Mangalarti. The second session of the morning program will be held in Sai Kulwant Hall, which will commence at 11 a.m. with a performance of the Avatar Symphony composed by Dr. L. Subramanian along with the International Orchestra. This musical offering will conclude at 11:45 with Mangalarti. Devotees can come forward to receive Bhagwan's Divya Darshan from 12 to 3 p.m. in Sai Kulwant Hall. The evening program will also be held in 2 sessions. The first session of the evening program will be in Sai Kulwant Hall, which will commence at 4:15 with Vedam chanting. At 4:30, there will be an introductory talk for the Sai Symphony. At 4:35, the International Orchestra will be presenting Sai Symphony, which will conclude at 6:05 p.m. with Mangalarti, followed by Bhagwan's Divya Darshan. The second session of the evening program will be in Sri Sathya Sai Hillview Stadium, which will commence at 6:30 with Jhula Mahotsavam. The Jhula function will be accompanied with devotional songs and bhajans offered by the students of Bhagwan. At 7:30, there will be a special event. After the special event, the evening program in the Hillview Stadium will conclude with a spectacular, colorful display of fireworks and pyrotechnic presentations. Jai Sai Ram.
ఓం శ్రీ సాయిరామ్. స్వామివారి దివ్యానుగ్రహ ఆశీస్సులతో ఈ సాయంకాలం 6 గంటలకు శ్రీ సత్యసాయి ఉన్నత విద్యాసంస్థ విద్యార్థులు పూర్ణచంద్ర సభామండపంలో జగన్నాటకం జగతికి సందేశం పేరిట స్నాతకోత్సవ నాటికను సమర్పిస్తారు. భక్తుల సౌకర్యార్థం స్నాతకోత్సవ నాటిక ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాన్ని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపంలో కూడా వీక్షించవచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు భక్తులు స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం గావించుకోవచ్చు. కలియుగ అవతారము భగవాన్ శ్రీ సత్యసాయి బాబావారి 90వ జన్మదినోత్సవం రేపటి రోజు ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలో జరగనుంది. జన్మదినోత్సవ వేడుకలు ఉదయ కార్యక్రమాలు 2 విడతలుగా జరగనున్నాయి. రేపటి ఉదయ కార్యక్రమం ప్రథమంగా శ్రీ సత్యసాయి హిల్వ్యూ స్టేడియం యందు 7 గంటల 20 నిమిషాలకు వేద పఠనంతో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 8 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకు స్వర్ణ రథంపై శ్రీ సాయి భగవానుని దివ్య దర్శనం. 9 గంటలకు శ్రీ సత్యసాయి సెంట్రల్ ట్రస్ట్ సభ్యులు శ్రీ ఎస్ఎస్ నాగానంద గారు స్వాగతోపన్యాసం ఇస్తారు. తదుపరి శ్రీ సత్యసాయి సెంట్రల్ ట్రస్ట్ ధర్మకర్త శ్రీ వి శ్రీనివాసన్ గారు 2014-2015 సంవత్సరపు సెంట్రల్ ట్రస్ట్ వార్షిక నివేదికను సమర్పిస్తారు. 9 గంటల 15 నిమిషాలకు భక్తులందరూ 10 నిమిషాలు సంయుక్తంగా సాయిగాత్రి మంత్రాన్ని జపిస్తారు. 9 గంటల 25 నిమిషాలకు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ మరియు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రాల గౌరవనీయ గవర్నర్ శ్రీ ఈఎస్ఎల్ నరసింహన్ గారు ప్రసంగిస్తారు. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్యోపన్యాసం. శ్రీ సత్యసాయి హిల్వ్యూ స్టేడియంలో రేపటి ఉదయ కార్యక్రమం భజన, ప్రసాద వితరణ మరియు మంగళహారతితో ముగిను. రేపటి ఉదయ కార్యక్రమాల ద్వితీయ భాగం సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో ఉదయం 11 గంటలకు డాక్టర్ ఎల్ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యన్ గారి ఆధ్వర్యమున అంతర్జాతీయ బృందం ద అవతార్ సింఫనీ పేరిట ఒక సంగీత కార్యక్రమాన్ని సమర్పిస్తారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమం 11 గంటల 45 నిమిషాలకు మంగళహారతితో ముగియను. అనంతరం మధ్యాహ్నం 12 గంటల నుండి 3 గంటల వరకు భక్తులు స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం గావించుకోవచ్చు. రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమాలు 2 విడతలుగా జరగనున్నాయి. రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం ప్రథమంగా 4 గంటల 15 నిమిషాలకు వేద పఠనంతో సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపంలో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 4 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకు సాయి సింఫనీ కార్యక్రమంపై పరిచయ ఉపన్యాసం జరుగుతుంది. 4 గంటల 35 నిమిషాలకు అంతర్జాతీయ వాద్యకారులు సాయి సింఫనీ పేరిట ఒక కార్యక్రమాన్ని సమర్పిస్తారు. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం 6 గంటల 5 నిమిషాలకు మంగళహారతితో ముగియను. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం. స్వామివారి జన్మదినోత్సవ సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమాల్లో 2వ భాగం శ్రీ సత్యసాయి హిల్వ్యూ స్టేడియం యందు 6 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకు స్వామివారి జూలా మహోత్సవం స్వామివారి విద్యార్థుల భక్తి గీతాలు మరియు భజనల నడుమ ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 7 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకు ఒక ప్రత్యేక కార్యక్రమం జరుగుతుంది. శ్రీ సత్యసాయి హిల్వ్యూ స్టేడియంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం బాణా సంచా ప్రదర్శనతో ముగియను. జై సాయిరామ్.